かみ合わせオーガニックダイアリー。
Hi, how are you all? I'm Shuichi Fukunaga, a dental practitioner in Omiya, Saitama City, Saitama Prefecture. My specialties are occlusion, orthodontics, and oral surgery. This is a project to chat in the warm sunshine of my favorite restaurant, Alishan Cafe, located in Hidaka City, Saitama Prefecture. Alishan Cafe has been in business for about 35 years. I am one of those who love this cafe and have been going there since its establishment because my university was nearby. This time I had the opportunity to interview Mr. Jack, the president of Alishan Organic Center. Therefore, I'd like to get closer to the charm of Alishan Cafe.
So you're not so vegetarian, right?
Yeah, I do not eat.
So when you are a child, so you were already so vegetarian, right?
No. I really liked vegetables in my family.
Yeah.
We always had lots of vegetables. We always had a big salad. In my lunch, we always had raw carrots and celery for snack. And my mother says, "Yeah, you always like vegetables." But no, I eat when I was a child. We eat hot dogs, roast beef. But my biggest memory, my biggest favorite, is my mother. Is her preparing string beans for dinner. We had string beans every night, right? So every time they visit her, she'd be sitting there, and she buys fresh string beans, and you snap off the ends, and you cut them up. So string beans, vegetables. Yes.
Nice memory.
When did you so become vegetarian? When?
Not till in college when was reading different books. I went to college in the late 60s and early 70s. That's just at the start of Earth Day. It's kind of, we were exposed to the early environmental movement. But it wasn't until after college that I stopped eating meat.
How do you so keep your body so healthy? So what's your so secret? What's your secret?
Well, if you want to live a long time, choose your ancestors carefully. Meaning, part of it is just the luck of maybe I have a good family background. My father lived in 93, my mother lived in 94, my grandmother lived in 92. I get exercise. It's very simple. I think eating low meat diet is more helpful. I just said low meat. You don't need to eliminate it. Just watch your saturated fats, eat a lot of vegetables, a lot of fiber, and try to have a good attitude. Mental attitude, good diet, exercise. That's all you can do. And then the rest is some people are born to die early, others are born to live long. I don't know. Everyone in my family likes vegetables. But my children both eat meat. My son is very powerful, big boy, big arms. He does lots of exercise. It's their life.
Yeah.
They do it the way they want to. My daughter is usually, she's a big vegetable, very healthy eater. They both are very conscious of what they eat. They both like vegetables. That's all you can do. It's their life.
So do you sometimes so come back to Connecticut?
Oh, yeah. No, I was there, of course during COVID one didn't. And then it seemed to be, it was like almost 5 years, but I was in Connecticut and Maine, I'll be going again this year for a new visit.
So how often do you go abroad? So for a year?
You mean for in a year?
Yeah.
Oh, my wife probably goes abroad 8 times a year. I maybe go abroad 4 times a year. You know, that if you have family in Australia, Taiwan, and America, and you have business relations in 20 countries, and you have friends all over, I wish I could go more, but I still like it here. You know,
So
we hope at my age that I travel more. The staff, they run the business more. My children are much more involved in the business.
So I read this article. So how about you? So you are so wanderlust.
Wanderlust. Yeah, I would say so.
So so you've been so a lot of countries so until now.
Yeah.
So where is so best country so to you?
Define the word best. Do you mean the most pretty,
Yeah.
or the most friendly,
Yeah.
or the most different?
For living.
Oh, for
Japan?
living, I think Japan's the best place.
Oh, I see.
And I'm not saying that because you're Japanese. I think living in Asia is the best idea. Now, I've spent a lot of time in Japan, so I've established my life here, my connections here. I would say that Japan is very pretty. There's 4 seasons.
Yeah.
You know, like New England, I'm used to change. Summer, winter is different. And everybody here in Japan stays calm. You know, we all learn to not get too excited. No shouting. It's a nice place to live. we all, everybody here knows what to do. We're all trying hard. And that's why when I look at most foreigners who live here, they kind of make peace with the local way things go.
So you are so 74. So now, so what's your rewarding for living? So please,
Would be my advice or my reward?
yeah, rewarding. So
For his own life,
ikigai.
what is that you put so much effort to make some effort to establish? It's more powerful and ambitious, or want to do it. It's you can put energy onto. What is that things?
But now if you're asking, why did I do what I did? Is because I enjoyed it. As my article said, I really like sharing food. I like having people over for dinner. I like to know, I mean, that's the perfect thing. What does our company do? We connect farmers who are good farmers, organic farmers, passionate, multi-generational growers of good stuff. I connect them with people in Japan who want good food. And good food is not just the right-looking tomato, but it's the tomato that has the good, honest story behind it. You know, it's a good karma tomato. Man, I have fun, I do that. I mean, look at this, I'm able to do something I enjoy. Food, sharing, making people healthy, and make money. And have fun.
So you open so the Alishan Organic Center for 30
About
years.
25 years.
25 years.
Yeah, Alishan,
Yeah.
we've been importing and doing home delivery for 37 years. But we've we've only had the cafe for 25 years.
So how do the people change thinking about organic food for lately 20 years? What do you think?
In the beginning, the people who were interested in organic food had, in marketing speak, you would say early adapters. They were sensing the change in the world. They were responding to Earth Day. They were listening to different people talk about you are what you eat. And so these people were very, very interested in organic food, and they knew what it meant. Meaning they're easy customers. They already liked this stuff. And it was just, we would meet at festivals or other places, or they would hear, Michikomi, they would hear from a friend. And so it was like selling to your friends. Now it's much more popular, and there are many people who have heard about it or read about it in a magazine, a women's magazine, and some movie star who's really popular that everybody likes says, I always eat organic food. And so they want to do that because the person they look up to is doing it. But they don't understand organic food at all. So I'm able to help them. I can provide the food. But they don't understand things completely. But this is the important point. Everyone is on a road. We start when you're born and when you die. And some of us, and it's not just dying, but some of us have more knowledge, so we're operating up here. And others of us have just started out. That's okay. Lots of people, lots of different levels of understanding. In the beginning, everybody who was my customer knew why they were buying this food. And they had studied it, or they were really into Indian cultures. Now, there's so many people. 1,000% more people are buying organic food now in Japan than they were 20 years ago.
So you are, when you are student, university student,
Yes.
you became vet?
I studied to be a veterinarian. Yeah.
So,
I had always had wanted to be a veterinarian. But in the end, I realized I don't want to be a veterinarian forever. You know what it means to go to medical school. You spend a long time going to all this practice and being an assistant, etc., etc. And that's what you've been your whole life. That's okay. But for me, I said, I want to move around. So I even though I went to school, I stopped, and I was able to use my sciences and work in a university, in a research laboratory, studying air pollution, all that. But I ended up, very definitely, I ended up where I'm supposed to be. Working with food, people around the world, travel, physical exertion. That for the first 20 years, we didn't have a forklift. Every box was moved by hand. I had much stronger arms. It's true.
Yeah,
Very true.
That's very, very true.
So when I read this article, you researched toxicology. So
Yeah.
that's air pollution.
Well, because you're a scientist too, I mean, you have a strong basis in biology. My focus was ozone and sulfur dioxide, studying their effects on respiration. And if ozone and sulfur dioxide are two major air pollutants, and they cause constriction of lung capacity and other things. And this is all a long time ago. This is in the 70s. This is all basic research. And I was very lucky. I was in a laboratory at Harvard University. I had phenomenal professors around me, and I was working with them. And that was the first place where I heard about the mold infection with peanut butter. Because it had just been discovered back then. The whole question of aflatoxin. So I've always been interested in food and how it affects the body, both the good and the bad. But that's just a step along the way.
When you are a university student, so at first you wanted to become a vet, and then so you researched toxicology, and then stock
I was in
broker.
finance. Yeah.
And then silk
I
screen artist.
worked.
So you try to do anything. So at that
Sounds
time,
good. Yeah, I was receptive. But I think what we all have personal interests.
Yeah.
And every day there's a door in front of you. You can go through that door or that door or that door. And I was willing to go through the door where I had an interest.
Yeah.
I would try that. But again, remember, I don't have to do it forever. So I did sciences and understood that, but there was something more. And finance is very interesting because you are studying people and greed. G-R-E-E-D. Greed is when you're after money.
Yeah.
And then you can watch people do really strange things. But I didn't stay there long. That was interesting.
So Alishan Organic Center contribute the charity anti-nuclear theme, and support. So you are supporting the people. March 11th earthquake.
Yes, and that of course is unrelated to whether it's nuclear or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that one of the things we've always been involved in here at Alishan is working with Second Harvest Japan, which is an organization focused on food insecurity. Food insecurity means all of us, we have enough.
Yeah.
We're not worried about where the food will come from. But there are many, many people, that are at the bottom of the economic pile, that are single mothers, or that men or women that have had a tough break and they don't have the comfort that you and I have. So I'm involved in an organization that attempts to redirect food, because there's lots of food in Japan. There's lots of food. And so much of it because of the high standard that people expect packaged goods to have, or vegetables to have. There's many sort of vegetables that don't get used. Well, I'm with a group that has redirected between 500 to we used to do 500 tons. Now we do around 1,500 tons per year of food distributed for free to people in need. Second Harvest Japan.
Where do you want to go?
I want to go to India. Next year I want to travel to India. But being serious, what is the future of Alishan?
Yeah.
That throughout my whole life with Alishan,
Yeah.
the most important thing is to eat healthy. And the most important thing there is to eat vegetables. I think I would call that a more natural diet. In that, up until recently, almost all societies ate mainly vegetables and grains with a small bit of meat. I think that's a healthy way to be in life. And so, in some ways, I want Alishan to promote a healthy understanding of how to live a healthy life related to food, which means eating vegetables, natural foods.
Oh.
So I think that I know it sounds strange. I've spent my life promoting organic food, but the most important thing is actually to eat healthy food. That's the most important point. If you can afford organic good, if you can't, just understand how to eat healthy food, and that's what I want to make sure Alishan presents to people is the ability or the option or the opportunity to have food from around the world also. Because it's one of the things I think Japan is much better now than 30 years ago of understanding that agriculture, smaller scale agriculture, is the men and women doing that have the same problem all over the world. I don't have enough land, the weather is tough, how do I sell my product? It's true everywhere. Because that's, of course, my basic training was in agriculture. And when I travel the world, I can see it. So, that's what I hope Alishan can communicate to people.
That's all.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks so much.
No problem. My pleasure.
So,
As you can see, I can talk.